Here's mine.
Thank you, Mom.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you. Thank you. Have a good day.
Wait right there, babe.
Thank you. So you have a good day.
Wait right there, Zoe. Okay, go, Zoe. Morning. Thank you. Choose a good spot. Over here, babies. Here, let me sit on the edge. I'm nervous with you on the edge.
Yeah.
Your doll, everything will be off. Are we excited? Yeah?
Yeah.
We're on the Tinder boo. Show me your dolly. Oh, she's so cute. Hold her up. Let me see her. Show the other one now. Flip her. That is so fancy. So fancy.
Does it turn over and goes both sides?
Yeah.
I had one of those when I was little.
I like her. She's cute, huh? Look at how big our boat looks. There's the slide to went down.
Not better now.
That's what we eat.
Yeah, this is another island country, so they have different money. They have their own government.
They're part of UK. We drove on the wrong side of the road. There's our boat. Yeah, it's all different. You've got the big bag?
I like the last car. I like the other car because they have less more people.
Yeah.
You find our local fish market. The beauty about our fish market is that you can get a fresh caught fish, a fish that was caught last night or early this morning. Take it over next door to the Cayman Cabana and they prepare it right in front of you. And trust me, there is nothing better than having a fresh caught fish. This street that we're presently on is called North Church Street. And usually these streets get busy in May when we have the Cayman Islands Batabanu, or in November when we have the Cayman Islands Pirates Week. The Batabanu is like a carnival. And the massive event that takes place during the Batabanu is the colorful parade. That's where persons dressed in their different colorful costumes, they march behind the trucks that plays the music from the 7 Mile Beach right into downtown Georgetown. And the Batabanu is usually the first or second week in May, depending on the type of weather that we are having. The Pirate Week is the bigger event of the two, and that one is held for 10 days. It begins with a massive firework that is held on the cargo dock. The firework normally lasts for 30 minutes, then it's followed by a street dance. We also have Heritage Day, and that's where each district is given a day for themselves to do traditional things on the island. Any district that it's their Heritage Day, that's where everyone will go for lunch who can't make it for lunch for dinner. We also have the Landing of the Pirates, and that's where both locals and visitors, some dressing like pirates, some dressing like militaries back then, and they do a whole react of history. The event that everyone really enjoys is the cardboard boat racing, and that's where persons of the island makes boats out of cardboard, and each boat is supposed to be able to carry at least 2 passengers. And they have a prize for the boat that looks the prettiest, a prize for the boat that carries the most passengers, and you know, definitely there have to be a prize for the boat that finishes the race. And usually no boats finish the race because they're made out of cardboard. As soon as they hit the water, they're down. But things are getting a bit advanced, and last year we had like 3 boats that finished the race.
Wow.
Well, they say 3 boats. I told them, guys, look, it's barely 1 boat and 2 hats. Because 2 of the boats, you could see the guys walking, the boat was over their head. I remember the year before, 2 skinny persons came with a nice boat looking very strong. Everyone started to say, yes, this is definitely the boat that is going to finish the race, and we guarantee it's going to be the boat that is going to win the race also. Why? Boat looking very strong. 2, guys look like they never weighed much pounds. Well, we're all wrong, because in less than a minute that boat sank. The strangest thing was, the guys were crying they couldn't swim. And I was saying to myself, what the hell, you're going to get in a cardboard boat and can't swim? How long you thought it was going to be underwater for? But I guess that's what you call faith. To my left is the new Margaritaville Beach Resort. Before, it used to be the Treasure Island Resort. The Treasure Island Resort was that resort popular if you're here visiting, wanting to spend like a very long-term vacation and working within a budget. When I say long-term, I'm talking about anything over a month. You could get a nice room at the Treasure Island for $1,500 for the month. And trust me, that's one of the best prices you could ever get here on the 7 Mile Beach. Usually it was booked by students that are here for the universities, and you also had some local living there. So we're presently on the 7 Mile Beach. On the 7 Mile Beach is where you find most of the hotels, the condos, and the suites. To my left, we have the 7 Mile Beach Resort, the Comfort Suites, and the Marriott. These 3 resorts are popular for persons here visiting, spending a couple nights that likes to party. Woohoo! Coming up to my right is where you find the Peppers and the Fete nightclub. And the Fete nightclub here to my right is like the hottest spot here on the island. And I definitely see the need for that, you know. Persons here visiting, no one wants to be drinking and driving. And I guarantee that's the major reason why they choose those resorts, which is walking distance.
Yep.
Although I know I'm on the wrong side for you all, right? I'm not on the wrong side for anyone? So I guess if you drink and drive, it will be perfect. Because the only time I drive on the other side is when I drink a lot. So if you drink a lot, you drive on the other side, which is the correct side here. What do you think? No need to be scared and get worried today, guys. I'm on medication. Coming up there to my left is where you find the Royal Palms. The Royal Palm is a bar and grill right there on the beach. A popular spot where persons from the cruise ship will hang out during the day, enjoy the beach, the sun, the sand, and also get some local food. And it's also a popular party spot on a Monday, Wednesday, and Friday nights. That's where we have live bands, music nights, and also karaoke. There is also 2 major resorts located on the other side of the island, and these 2 resorts are the Moritz and the Reef. And these resorts are popular if you're here visiting, wanting to spend like a very quiet, relaxing vacation, or if you do like to dive or snorkel. Why? It's the wider side of the island, but it's the less developed. So you find more trees, less buildings, it's very quiet. And also there's a reef that goes 75% around the island. To that side of the island, the water is very rocky. Coming up to my extreme right that damaged building?
Yep.
That's a victim of the Hurricane Ivan. The Hurricane Ivan was a category 4. It came and it wrecked the island in September 2004. Most of the places that got damages, places to the sea. For places inland, some areas water to the ankle height, some places knee height. I was actually at a place where water was almost to my shoulders.
Wow.
But I was scared. Probably I thought I could swim my way back to Jamaica. And that's because we are considered below sea level. Persons in particular areas could see wave heights like 10 feet coming in towards land. We lost all satellite communication for almost half a day. Other countries started to say, that's it for the Cayman Islands, but we are still here. Coming up in front of us, this is the Ritz-Carlton. It is the popular 5-star resort and the only resort that runs from one point of sea straight across on land to another point of sea. In the high season, rooms at the Ritz-Carlton goes up to 8,000 US per night. And even me myself wonder what the hell goes on in those rooms. Come on, for 8,000 a night, it better be great. Coming up to my right is the Villas of the Galilean, a popular set of condos for timeshare. And to my right is where you find the Sunshine Sea Resort. At the Sunshine Sea Resort, you find the Sunshine Grill, which is voted the best fish tacos and best burgers on island. To my left is the Westin, one of the first resorts to be up for business after the same Hurricane Ivan, and the Westin became very popular mid-2005. And you know how that goes, you always have some persons that want to catch a little of the action. So as soon as the island was open to receive guests was coming, going to the Westin. To my left is the Governor's House. It was built in 1964 to replace the old Governor's House that was located downtown Georgetown. The present governor is Mrs. Helen Kilpatrick, and she's appointed by the Queen and is here on the island for 4 years. But if persons of the island think she's doing a good job, she can be given an additional 4 years. And Mrs. Kilpatrick, she's the first female governor, and she's one of the best most persons I've seen on the island so far. Before her, we had Sir Duncan Taylor. He had issues. Most of the time he was just locked inside. I wanted to be stayed in and play video games. Before him, we had Sir Stuart Jack. He had major issues. He wasn't only locked inside the house, but they gave him an officer to drive him around, and he's like, hell no, I'll drive myself. So he was the only governor that drove himself around. But Mrs. Kilpatrick, she's out there in the school, the hospital, she mingles with everyone, and she does a lot of voluntary work. We also have a premier. Most persons call him the local governor, and he's the one that person here on the island votes for, and he's Mr. Adlin McLaughlin. And he also can be re-elected if he's doing a great job. To my left, we have the Pinnacle, the Plantano, the Great House, the Avalon, Harborites. These are all condos owned by different persons from all over the world. And we are still on the 7 Mile Beach. And how long do you think the 7 Mile Beach is?
It's 5.5.
5 miles.
5.5 miles long. And later on I'll tell you how we got the name 7 Miles. Coming up to my left is the 7 Mile Public Beach, also called the Beach of White Sand. But if you notice, there's actually 2 different shades of sand. Where the darker portion of sand is, that's where the main road used to be that used to run right along the beach. There was a resort here called the Marriott Courtyard. When it was active, guests had to cross the main road to go to the beach. And you can imagine what happened, right?
Oh boy.
Guests coming out to cross the main road, looks in the wrong direction, steps out, gets hit by a car. Luckily we never had anything very serious. But after the resort that was here before got damaged from the same Hurricane Ivan, it was just sitting there. A guy that came to the island a few years ago, buying properties, creating jobs, he bought the property. He paid for all the construction of all these roads that we're on now. That comes down, goes around the new resort he has now made back on the 7 Mile Beach, which is one of the best ideas ever. A few years ago, he bought 20 acres of land for 10 million cash on the other side of the island. Says he's gonna make a huge golf course. His last purchase last month was the Ritz-Carlton. See, so he now owns the Ritz-Carlton. Most persons have it to say he owns 35% of the island.
Wow.
And guess who it is?
Branson?
Who? It's not Trump. I was listening for that. It's not
Richard
Trump.
Branson?
No. You ever heard the name Dart before? Dart. D-A-R-T. Dart.
No.
Yes, I think they said his family's like they found all the styrofoam and plastic cups. Dart. And I heard he's wanted in the States for not paying taxes. I don't know how true it is. But sometimes I wish he was my dad. You know, I'm planning if I ever get a chance to meet him in person, I'm going to look him in the eye and tell him my mom been looking for you from the moment you got her pregnant. Probably you could give me what's mine and let me go. And it's good and it's bad what this guy's doing. It's good because he has created a lot of jobs. But it's always bad to have a person that is not native of an island owning so many possessions. What if he decides he wants something and they refuse to give him and he's like, okay, I'm going to close on everything I have on the island. Then the island is going to be in big trouble. But I guarantee after being on the island so many years, owning so many possessions, he's probably now considered a resident of the island. You don't think so? Yeah, probably not by paint but by paper. And as you're heading towards the community of West Bay is considered the second largest town where you find quite a few tourist attraction areas and where you have most of the locals on the island living. Looking around, you guarantee to see iguanas or some chickens. The only wild things you see running around, iguanas and chickens. So you know you don't have to worry about anything dangerous here because the chickens to my right can't bite and the iguanas are said to be vegetarian. Not saying they will bite, but probably if they do, they won't swallow because they're vegetarian. Anyone ever had iguana before to eat? Neither have I. But you do have persons that eat these iguanas. And they also say, taste like, and I'll get back to you on that one. Coming up here to my left are the best folks you'll find on the island. Always relaxed, minding their own business. Complaints about nothing. So this is a popular cemetery beach. You ever heard of the cemetery beach?
No.
This is where it's located. Just beyond the cemetery is a popular spot for diving and for snorkeling. And there was a ship they sunk a few years ago called the Kittiwake, located just off that point. You've got to notice, all the cemeteries on the island are to the seaside. Do anyone have an idea why? I always like to hear guesses, no matter how stupid you might think it is. That's how I know someone is listening. Why are the cemeteries on the island to the seaside?
So that
dig a hole?
they slide out, that they go straight out to sea?
They go, so you're saying when we have a hurricane, they can go straight out to the sea?
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, well,
You can imagine if you're here snorkeling and a hellboy hits you in the head, what you're going to say about Grand Cayman? I know what you're going to say, and not only what you're going to say, what you're going to tell others. You don't want to go there, their beach is nasty, their bones all over, no. But I still do like your guess. And just after I tell you about this house here to my left, then I'm going to tell you why the cemeteries on the island are to the seaside. To my left is one of the eldest houses on the island. This house is 105 years old. Wow. As you notice the colors on this house, the pink, the green, it was a tradition for us to use very bright colors on the houses. These homes were colored by what we call whitewash. Anyone ever heard of whitewash?
Yes.
A sometimes give very beautiful color, but what happens when you go and lean on the wall? Comes off right on your skin. So you can imagine how beautiful these yards were when you had lots of rain and how regularly they had to paint these homes. The design of these homes are called wattle and dub. Wattle was the wood that was used to make the house. Dub was the coral sauce and was melted at high heat, plaster over the wood that gave it that smooth firm finish looking like concrete. If you notice the front of the yard, sand was collected from the beach. We'll use it to level the front of the yard and just line conch shell to make that walkway. Do anyone have an idea what was the purpose of the sand in the front of the yard? For this one, I'll give you a clue. Even if there was sand in the front of the yard, when it reaches November, like this time of the year, yes, the 20th of November, today's the 21st, they started to gather all that old sand to put it aside. By the 1st of December, all that sand should be aside. By the 2nd, they started to go to the beach and collect fresh white layer of sand.
Looks like
So,
snow.
when you guys back home are having snow,
It'll look like
we're
snow.
not having snow, but we're still having a white Christmas. And you still have traditional people that still do it. Not a lot of persons do that anymore. I think personally If they have like an app you could download on your Android device, stand from the beach in front of my yard and it just happened. Probably have younger folks doing that these days. But until then, only a few
Look at
elder
that
folks
water.
still do that. And I know you're curious to hear why the cemeteries on the island are to the seaside, right?
Yes.
Look at
Most of the folks on the island love swimming. And if they're to bury them inland, they'll have to catch a cab for an early morning swim. And nobody wants to take them in their cabs. They bury them very close to the sea so they can be independent.
This is where I took the picture.
I'm just kidding. He looks at all the faces, he's like, what the hell is he saying? It's all because of sea level. Remember I told you we are considered below sea level?
Yes.
Most of the inland areas, they were like swamps before, or if you were to dig before you reach 6 feet to sea water. And that's why they were there in the sand to the sea or to the ocean, where it's considered the higher side of the island and where they're buried above earth, just like in New Orleans. So it's all because of sea level. So most persons do say these iguanas taste like chicken. But I can guarantee you one thing for sure. The wild chickens that you see running around here on the island, they don't taste like chicken. I think probably because they're wild. They do too much exercise.
Yeah.
So the meat is very tough and a bit tough and it's hard to cook. And usually when it's done, it's a bit chewy like beef. So they say everything tastes like chicken. Here in Grand Cayman, we have chicken like beef. The Christopher Columbus, on the 10th of May, 1503, he called them Lost Tortugas because of the numerous turtles he saw when he came here. And turtle meat is a national meat here. Anyone ever had turtle before to eat?
Are you gonna try it today?
No one ever had turtle before?
We all have to try
Oh, if you
it.
never had it before, this is your lucky chance to try it. What do you think most people say the turtle tastes like? Chicken. That's what most persons say, just like chicken. The turtles consist of 4 textures of meat: chicken, pork, beef, and lobster. Depending on which part of the turtle you have and how it's done. The turtle is mainly done in 4 ways. You can get turtle stew, turtle soup, turtle steaks, and also turtle burgers. I don't know if anyone's interested in trying some turtle ice cream. Made of mashed turtle meat, pickles, onions, black peppers, mayonnaise, mustard,
So it's like the
sugar,
bubble gum of turtle.
garlic. Well,
Right.
it looks on the faces. It's very delicious. It's made specially by me. I'm just kidding. They do have a turtle ice cream, but it has nothing to do with the meat. It's just a mixture of vanilla, pecan, chocolate that they do, and they just call it the turtle ice cream. But I must let you know, I'm very creative and I love to cook. And just in case you want turtle ice cream made out of turtle meat, I can arrange something for you all. Probably I won't give you until it's time to go back to the ship. Let the ship face the problem. Do anyone have an idea for a first stop? The turtle. Oh, you don't know where you're going today? Perfect. I can just take you wherever I want. So first stop is going to be at the turtle farm. Anyone excited for the turtles? All right. So I'll be your tour guide inside the turtle farm. I'm going to take you inside, tell you everything there is to know about the turtles. Make sure everyone get a chance to hold turtles, and then I'll give you free time for yourselves. If you have any bad
Look it! Look at the chickens.
You're more interested in the chickens than the turtles.
I love chickens. Look at Zoe.
Whoa, those are gigantic.
Come here.
all the turtles on the farm. So this is the breeding fund. Mamas and papas of all the turtles on the farm. These are green sea turtles. The reason why they're called green sea turtles because of the green body fat that they contain. In the wild, these turtles are more like vegetarians. They feed on like plants, seaweeds. On the farm, they're fed with a high protein pellet food looking like dog food. You can tell a male different from a female. Do anyone have an idea how? Even the tail. The male carries a longer tail, the female tortoise carries a shorter tail. You know, I asked that question once before and you know what the guy responded confidently? The female turtles never stop talking. And that was the end of him on the tour. Every time he opened his mouth to answer a question after that, the ladies are like, shut up, you have no brain. We have turtles on the farm weighing over 500 pounds. The eldest beetle turtle, 76 years old, weighs 550 pounds and laid 25,500 eggs. They call her Sparky. She doesn't legs anymore, she's now relaxing, getting ready to go on welfare. We have turtles on the farm for 3 major purposes. Turtles for education, turtles for the food, and we do have turtles that we release back into the wild. We've released turtles with special tags and got a reply from Mexico, so we know they've been traveling. And what type of turtles are these? Green sea turtles. Alright, let's move on to some other turtles. The baby turtles and the baby.
There's an iguana right there on the ledge. Let's go catch up with them. I'm falling behind.
4 years old. So, how old are you, sweetie? How old are you? 8. No, you're too old to get in this time. Anyone 3 or 4 years old? No 4-year-old? Alright. So these turtles are the same green sea turtles that will get as big as those. A green sea turtle can spend a max of 6 hours under the water when active, a max of 12 hours when it's asleep, and out of the water for roughly an hour. Out of the water for roughly an hour the most. Usually we don't do that to get them so dry. And these are the same green sea turtles. Alright, come around for me, guys. Inside these 4 tanks are the world's most dangerous turtles. And I hope you don't think these are the Ninja Turtles now. No, I'm the only one left on the island. What's my name? Leonardo the Ninja Turtle. These turtles are called the Camp Wrigley. And the reason why they are considered dangerous because they're snapping turtles. Not only that, the muscles in their jaw is so strong they can meet the conch shell.
Wow.
So just in case of a finger, a leg, a thumb, or arm, this is what I call the surgical punch. If you just stick the problem inside and the power will be long gone. You guys want me to show you a very simple demonstration?
Yes.
Alright. You don't have to worry about swimming, snorkeling, feet, and these turtles, they're actually called the rear cats. And that's because they usually pop around the Gulf of Mexico. Very deep. Unlike a green sea turtle that can spend a max of 12 hours under the water and active, these turtles can spend days. They don't have gills, but their lungs are good. What are they called?
Snapping.
Camp Wrigley. That's your right. Camp Wrigley. Alright, this way, guys. So the water that she's
Salt
now
and
in
fresh.
is fresh water. The water on this side, that's salt water. Usually when she's on this side, they have it to say she's at the beach. When she's in this water, they say she's taking a bath. So Smiley is a saltwater and a freshwater crocodile.
Wow, Zoe, did you see her?
Hello. You can see it.
She's taking a bath.
All right, we must have someone that is 14 now. No one is 14?
Oh, yeah.
All right, if you're 14, this is where you jump in. So these turtles here are 14
Look at his
years
long
old.
tail.
So it's 14,
Look.
13,
He's waving at you.
12, 11, 10, 9, 8.
He's waving at you.
The right time when they're concept for the meat of a turtle, 6 years. This stage, too old, very tough, hard to cook. The ones that you'll be holding, too young, will hurt your belly. So 6 years is when they consider the right time for the meat of the turtles. And who's excited to hold turtles now? Woo! All right, it's very easy.
cheese. Oh my gosh, look at it.
Get back in the
Let me
water.
see. Oh, look, he's flapping.
He wants to go back in the water.
Let him go. Oh my
Let's
goodness.
together. Come on over here.
Scoot over here out of the way so they can get their pictures.
Come over here. Come over here.
My darling.
Bryce, come over here with your sister. Take this cute little guy. I want to have you guys hold one together.
Give him a kiss. Hold on, wait. Let me videotape you.
Lana, hold it with him.
Give him a kiss.
Lana, just hold on to it with Bryce.
He's so cute.
Zoe.
There he goes. Let him go. Let him go. We'll get a little one. Scoot out of the picture.
Ow!
Pick him up. Pick him up high.
Say cheese.
Okay, got it.
Here, watch. Let's get out. Okay, you guys go. I'm gonna. Okay, only grab tiny bits at a time. Ready? Oh, look, look, look.
A little bit hungry. Oh, watch your head. It's like dog food.
It is dog food.
Is it?
No, it's like a hybrid type of dog food. Look, you're gonna drop it right here, watch.
Shit, I dropped one on his head.
Oh my gosh, look how many there are coming. Ooh, they're fighting over it.
Here's more.
Don't throw it too fast. Oh my goodness, you could like walk on all their backs like Mario. Look at them all coming.
They're hungry. I'm putting them all over there.
Wait, wait, slow down, slow down. Throw it out a little further.
Yeah. That part. They're very hungry. Oh, they're fighting. They're fighting.
Look at all of them.
There's turtles.
Ooh, look at that one.
Yeah.
Oh, look, the chicken wants one.
Oh, give one to the chicken.
Definitely.
Can we go some to the chicken?
Oh, look, you fed the chicken. Oh, Zoe. Watch, feed one to the chicken. At the tent right there.
Right there.
Watch, the chicken's following you.
There, that's it. The red one.
Here, give me one. I'll feed it to the chicken.
Yeah. It's red and white. It's gonna die.
Here.
Here. Here. Chicky, don't run away. I got food right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, because look at it. It's dropping food.
Throw them over here to your other side, Zoe, so I can videotape you. Oh, look who's behind you. Your friend. Wow, look how big this one is, guys. Look how big.
He's got some.
Nathaniel, share with Zoe, please. Look at the iguana. Look at the iguana.
Oh, can we feed the iguana some?
I don't know. Try. Toss one. Zoe. Go pet it. Don't, Zoe. Okay, go. Man, you got all the turtles over here, guys. almost all gone?
Done, yeah. I want to feed some to the rest of the chickies.
You have any left?
Yeah.
She's right behind you. Here they all come.
Mommy, just get all the bags.
Look at all the little birds. Sure. Okay, go throw that in the trash. Don't drop it in there.
Wow, those turtles are hungry. Do they not feed these guys?
I don't know. Maybe it's like getting McDonald's to them. Listen to the birds.
The bird wants some.
Okay, are you guys ready?
75, I say 90. Why? Because it's well kept. When it's time for the turtles to lay the eggs, they'll go in the sand, dig a hole. And turtles are not like women, you know, once your water broke, you gotta go. No. She can dig several different holes until she feel comfortable. This is where I'm gonna do my thing. That's where she lay her eggs. The eggs are then taken from the sand, taken inside, put in styrofoam boxes and labeled. You won't see any action going on now. Why? Because we are off season. The nesting season is May until October. So the turtles that are hatched here at the farm, we can give you exact days, weeks, months, years for these turtles. If you look over there on a chart, you'll see glass boxes. When it's close for the time for the eggs to hatch, they put them in the bottom of the glass box and bury them in sand. A baby turtle can get their way through 400 pounds of sand. That's how deep the mom digs sometimes. It takes 50 to 60 days for the eggs to hatch and over a week for the baby turtle to wiggle themselves up to the top of the sand. Oh, wow. If you look inside, you'll see light bulbs and air conditioning. Why? So we can determine what we want. The temperature determines the sex of the turtle. On a cold temperature, it's going to get a male. On a warmer temperature, it's going to get a female. And most of the time, it's warmer here. So most of the time, it's more females than males. So I guarantee the males, they do enjoy that. There's just enough for all of us. No need to fight. And a turtle can mate up to 48 hours. Can you imagine if there was more males than females would be going on the turtle farm? Probably that's when you hear turtles talking, you know, the male saying it's my turn, or the female saying, give me a break, I'm tired. The size of the egg is like a chicken egg. The only difference is it's actually soft. You can actually squeeze it like jello. Therefore, when the turtles are hatched, their shell is as soft as your hand middle. And it gets as hard as this. This is the size of a 6 years old. They used to make products from the turtle shell like necklace, earrings, but then it's illegal to go like almost everywhere in the world. So the most they'll do is polish them, hang them on the wall. Also, musicians always die for a piece of turtle shell. They say it's a good, everlasting guitar pick. Who wants to be a Ninja Turtle today? And hold it, feel it. They do have some weight, be careful. If you want to drop it on your feet, you can pass it around. Alright, from this point, I'm going to give you all some free time for yourselves. I'm going to give you guys 15 minutes. It's your 15 minutes, you're free to do whatever you want. When you exit this building, to the end of the building over there, both on the inside and on the outside, that's where you'll find the restrooms. Alright, both on the inside and the outside. You exit through the pretty blue glass door, that's the gift shop. And in 15 minutes, you're going to be right out front. You don't have to worry about crossing the street, that'll be right out front. Save you some time to walk across front, alright? Anyone ever got any gift voucher?
Look how blue the water is. Come over here, kids.
Oh, the tide's going up.
Look how pretty the water, huh?
Look, there's temple. Look at that.
That's fine.
Oh, wow, look at that. Silky.
Oh,
You could say it was
wow.
hotter than hell in hell.
It's hotter.
There's bugs all in my mouth.
Oh, what is this?
This is hell.
How?
Oh, lava.
It's not lava.
What is this?
It's old coral reef.
You guys assuming this is all fresh water
Oh my
now?
gosh.
Hell.
The bugs. The bugs.
Lex, I think when you and I were here.
No.
Yes. What happened?
Coral reef.
Coral reef, no. One more word. Lava, no. Coral is correct. You need another word.
Coral graveyard.
Scientists has proven that this area was once below the sea. Because of tropical erosion, the water went down, causing the rocks to rise above, causing it to become dead coral. So what you're seeing here is dead coral. The water that you're seeing inside is still seawater. Whenever we have low tide or lots of rain, it rises. Whenever we have high tide or lots of rain, it rises. Whenever we have low tide, it goes down till it's as thick as mud. Even after the large formation of these rocks, they never had a name for this area. It was said in the early 1930s a commissioner came from England, came bird hunting. Shot after a bird, boom! He misses. The persons could hear repeating, "Oh hell, what the hell, bloody hell." And they thought that he was funny. So persons of the committee at that time all started to call this place hell. Can you imagine if that commissioner had said some other word that this place would be called? Oh, we don't want to go there. There are so many words he could have said after shooting after birds and missing. But he said, "Oh hell," and that's what it is. You can find rocks like these on other places on the island, not in this large amount, not in this formation. This is the only place on the island like this. Around the front is where you can get some hell of a gifts. You can send a postcard to a friend or relative. If you have a boss or ex-boss that is not a good one, ding! This is the right time to send them a postcard. Just simply tell them, "I'll see you when you get here." A lot of persons have done it. Some got promotion, some didn't have a job. But if you guys do it today, you'll definitely get promotion. So I'm going to give you guys 15 minutes to use my hand.
Now we're on a boat.
Very controlled about what they import because
We're on a boat on the way to Stingray City.
We get to feed them.
We get to feed the stingray
And we get to pet them.
and pet Give the chum.
Get it with your monkey toes?
Yes, I did.
Yum yum.
Let's find so Californian. Let's find one, Nathaniel. Hold on, kind of like an ice cream cone. They kept saying everywhere. Let's go find one. There's one. Here, come here. Let's go over here. Come over here. Oh, he didn't. Look, look, look. There's a giant one. I want it. I want the fish to take it. Keep your legs. So fish can. Oh, there's a giant one. Oh. Say cheese! Hold on, let me go, Nathaniel.
How many of you come to the front,
There's
guys?
more.
To the front. Everybody's
Oh, he keeps twisting. Nathaniel, Zoe, you want to swim?
Throw your body in the water.
My kiddos.
Relax, no harm done. All done. Easy.
What, Zoe, what?
You want to touch it?
Oh, Zoe, look. Zoe, scoot back.
Oh, it's slimy.
Zoe, get out of their picture.
She doesn't want to touch it.
You will, Zoe. It'll be your turn soon.
Lower your arm, looking this way. Looking this way, man. Hey, you gotta see him looking here.